Hi and welcome to Wine Tasting with Granny episode 8. So Granny's chose some white wines for us to taste and I was meant to get a under £6 bargain for us to taste today, and I did buy it but I forgot to bring it, so we'll have to try it next week. I was really excited about it because I'm not sure if Granny's going to like it or not, but it'll just wait till next week.
Well, I had a request from Joe in the week. I don't want to taste any red wine. So I said, oh dear, don't you? I've got a red and a white lined up. I said, well, I can have a rethink.
See, just so they can see you.
I can have a rethink. So I've chosen a white wine from Italy and a white wine from the Loire. So we're starting off with falanghina del sannio, and it's a DOP wine. So there you are. Both these wines have been purchased from Vintage Wine Sellers company online I've dealt with over a number of years. So you can buy one bottle cases or whatever you want from them. And these were both on offer. So we'll start with this falanghina, which is 12%. It comes from southern Italy. And Joe, right?
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. You already got a splash poured of you. Is that one?
No,
this
it
one.
isn't. It's the other one.
There we go.
Okay.
Granny. Let's see if I can show you the colour.
So it's not super pale. It's got a bit of depth of colour to it. It's citrusy, but not pure citrusy. On the nose, you've got other, and I'm not quite sure what I'm smelling quite. Could be sort of peachy, sort of like stone fruit is the only way I know how to.
It smells tangy. That's the citrusy.
Well, that would be the citrusy, and it smells clean on the nose. So we've had paler wines than that. And it smells on the nose bright and clean. And hello, you're going to come and join us? We're wine tasting.
Come on then. You're hungry. We'll have to find you something. Do you want to say hi to everyone? Hello.
What
No.
would you like? Would you like a Pringle
Yes, please.
or a
Granny.
breadstick?
Yeah. Okay. We'll pause this and we'll get Evelyn a snack. And then we'll come back. Right. She's been fed. She's happy. Right.
So now to the tasting. Now I opened this yesterday because I had a sea bass fillet, and with fish, it was a lovely wine. It's a sort of citrusy on the tongue.
Yeah.
It's clean, bright, and there is also an underlying sort of taste with it, which isn't citrus. And I said sort of stone fruits, and it's a nice wine, 12%. So a good lunch wine. And with fish, it was a lovely wine to have with fish.
I get that. I always call it that. I don't know what to call it on the tongue with that one.
Tingle.
Yeah, like
tingle,
a tingle.
or, you know.
Yeah.
So, I don't get it like I did with, you know, sort of a real sort of prickle like that. It's just you can smell citrus on the nose and you can taste it on the tongue. It's grown at quite a high altitude, that I think.
So, how many stars out of 5 should we give this?
Out of 5.
Now, I'm marking it down for the label because it's boring. And I like a label, and this is just...
Oh, you can't mark a wine down for the label. We're doing
You
taste.
sell it with your eyes too. That's just like, I could draw that myself. Oh dear, Granny's not happy. I like it, but I don't love it, so I'd give it like 3.7 or 8.
Right. I think I'd give it. I think I'd give it 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'd give it 4.
Maybe it got down a few little markers because the label, we can do better than this. Okay, this is the other one. What is it, Granny?
Right, now we're going up market with the next one, ladies and gentlemen. This is, again from Vineyards Direct, Bernard Fouquet, Domaine des aubuisieres, 2019, Le Marigny Vouvray. Right,
The label.
so there you go.
Now, I know this label isn't that exciting, but it makes it feel posh because it's gold writing. I quite like that.
And it is 14%.
Ooh,
Yes, no, there's some depth of flavour. So that was
just a drop.
I've got enough of that.
Okay.
That's this one. Right.
So, were we saying that's paler? What are we saying?
No,
it's
it's
not.
more
It's
depth
more- yeah,
to,
there's a bit
to
more.
this vouvray.
It smells good. It doesn't smell as citrusy or tangy.
No, there's a bit of almost a sort of limestoney coming up, but it's loads of other things as well.
I can smell sweet, a little bit of sweet, but not overly sweet.
That's got a long finish on it.
I taste, after you've swallowed it and you've given it a few seconds, if that's what a long finish is, I can taste like a honey-ish flavour. Is that what you taste?
No, I don't taste honey. I can taste the tang, plus there's an underlying sort of perhaps honeyed. I can't taste honey, but honeyed, a vague sort of sweetness. But the wine isn't sweet; it's dry.
No, it's not sweet, but
which
it's
is
that...
what they say. I mean, it's sec.
I like it,
but it's a very nice wine.
yes.
So
I like that one, and it doesn't taste like strong wine, although it's 14%.
No, because it's a well-made wine. It's well balanced, and it makes a difference. You can have a wine that's 14%, and it will go straight to your head because it's not that brilliantly made, or got loads of wretched sulfites in, and then there are others which could be. I've had Sicilian wines. I've even had a 16% table wines from Sicily, but because it was so well made, you knew it was a big wine, but it was well balanced, beautifully made.
Yeah.
And this is a lovely,
really, really nice.
yes, it's a very, very nice Vouvray, because Vouvray in the past has never been one of my favourites because I have found it acidic. This is a lovely wine.
That one we both agree on. I would probably give it quite high for a nice white wine, maybe like 4.7.
Yes, I think I would probably give it actually at least that 4.7, nudging towards 4.8.
It is really nice. Do you know how much this bottle was?
Yes, they're both reduced. The Italian one was reduced, was $9.45, and I'd have to look back at the original price. Now this one reduced was £14.50 or £14.75, so it was probably £16 odd
Spoiling
or more.
me. Spoiling me with this posh wine.
So that's and that you get what you. Hopefully, sometimes you're really disappointed when you've paid a lot for wine and it's not what you're expecting. But you get what you pay for, I think, and that if you're having something special,
that's nice.
then that's a lovely wine. Or if a really super dinner party you want to have with friends who enjoy nice wine, and then to have one course with that wine served with the right food.
Yeah.
That's the sort of occasion. It's not one you go around buying all the while at that price, but it is a lovely wine.
Well, since doing these wine tasting with Granny, I've just slightly become a bit more of a wine snob, just slightly, because normally I'll walk into the co-op, I'll look for the Pinot that's around £5 and I'll just walk straight to the till without thinking about it. And I went last week and I was in the wine aisle for 20 minutes looking at all the labels, reading the back, wondering and pondering, and then I spent like probably £8 on a bottle instead. So I think it's doing me good, but it's definitely making me think more.
It's not being a wine snob. That's appreciating your wine more. Thinking, what can I buy for the money that's better value? So I don't think that's being snobbish. I think that's being discerning.
Okay,
right?
that's what it's done to me anyway. So it took me ages just to choose a bottle of wine, but it was quite fun reading the labels and thinking about everything properly. So
well, that's it for today, folks. I hope you've enjoyed the two wines. So to recap, they both came from vintage wine cellars, and they do all sorts of different wines. You can buy wines for lying down, so you can buy some Burgundies now en primeur, and they just come onto the market if you want to buy them before they're shipped. You get them generally en primeur. You get wines at about 30% cheaper, but you've got to add on shipping charges, the bond. You've got to pay your tax and your VAT on top, so that's something to be. But generally, on the whole, if you'd got the money and money was no object, and you were laying down a cellar, and they've told you that 2019 Burgundies were really great, then that's the time to buy when they come on en primeur. And you've got a reliable wine merchant, and he knows the sort of wine you like, and so you can look at their prices. Locally, Tanners of Shrewsbury, they're a really good company, and they'd always be happy to advise you if you want to go down that route of buying wines. They have a huge range, and I can really recommend Tanners of Shrewsbury. Okay, folks.
Okay then,
Bye.
see you. Bye.